Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com, and today we're going to talk about Invisalign's new program that they're rolling out, the DSP, e.g. the Dentist Subscription Program. Now they should call it OSP, Orthodontist Subscription Program, because it's not available to general dentists. It's only available to orthos. But as with everything Invisalign does, they generally start it with orthos. They act like it's something special for us, the orthos, and then they roll it out to the GPs. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and make some content around it. I am an ortho, so therefore I was able to sit on the meeting. As usual, they ignore most of my questions. They addressed one or two. I had like 10. And they always say they're going to follow up with the answers to the questions, and they never do. So yes, if you work for Align Technology, if you're saying you're going to follow up with the answers, actually do it, because we do notice. Anyways, it's a pretty cool program. I mean, I would do things a little bit differently. Evidently, this is a different program than the Vivera subscription program, which they're going to be announcing later. I don't really understand how these programs work, obviously, but I don't have any comments on that. So let me explain this program to you. As for how they explained it to us today, February the 18th, 19th, I don't know what today is, something like that, 2022. Okay, so again, like I said, right now it's only available to orthodontists in the US and Canada at the moment, subject to change. The way it works is that you need to enroll in this program. The enrolling date starts on the 1st of every month. So if you want to do this program, you can start on March 1st or whatever. It's a 1-year program, so it's up 365 days from when you do it. You purchase ahead of time a lot of units. And I don't know, if you've ever lived in Europe, this reminds me of what we call the Einheit program in Germany, where you purchase Einheits up front, or units for telephone. I don't know. I mean, this is how, there's really nothing in the US like this, but it makes sense to me. So you purchase, the bare minimum amount of units that you can purchase is 1,200 a year. So that's yearly. You can use 1,200 all in 1 month. You can use one in 1 month, and the rest, and you can use, so it's not like you have to use 100 per month. You have the whole year to finish the 1,200. So that's good, because usually there's more of a peak during the summer and stuff like that. So it rolls over to explain that. So that's good. A unit equals 1 aligner or 1 retainer. And yes, the retainers are Vivera, but they actually explained that Vivera and Invisalign retainers are the same. I actually kind of thought that they were. They're just branded differently. So it's all the same. So 1 aligner, 1 retainer. You can use it for whatever you want. So if you do order, whatever you order, whether you order 1 or more for a patient, you will get a case with everything you order. So that's actually pretty cool. So that's, I mean, you always got a case with a Vivera before, but so this is almost like, in terms of, what can we compare this to? Like ClearCredit has their Flex program, but you don't have to purchase them up front. You just pay as you go. And I think theirs was around, last I checked, $45 per aligner or retainer through the Flex. And there might be some type of program fee, like a fee each time you do it too. I can't remember. I've done some content on that. But this is a lot cheaper. So at $1,200 per year, if that's the bare minimum you can purchase, that comes up to $28 per unit. Like I said, a unit is an aligner or a retainer. Now, this is obviously trying to compete with not only ClearCorrect, which they didn't mention that, but really more what they did mention is it's trying to compete with the whole white label workflow, which I'm totally into. The white label workflow that I use is $99 for a setup and $20 per aligner or retainer. So, I mean, this is more expensive than what I'm doing, and we don't have to purchase anything up front. Quality's about the same. And I don't know if ours comes with a case. I don't think it does, what we do. But so it is a little bit more expensive, but you also have to purchase things up front. So, I mean, is it worth it? I don't really know. The only thing that I can say is, what else? Oh, for the retainers, if you do choose to use your units for retainers, it is nice, because right now your only options when you order either Invisalign retainers or Vivera, the set, Vivera always comes in sets of 4 uppers, or 4 uppers and 4 lowers. It's a 4 thing. If you want Invisalign retainers, it comes in a 1. You'll be able to purchase 1, 2, 3, or 4 sets, of single arch or dual arch. So you have a lot of flexibility at $28 per. And that's where it starts. If you're purchasing more than 1,200 units per year, it'll be as low as $23 per. So between 28 and 23, depending on how much you use. Other really cool thing, and I can see this really, really, really working for someone who does a lot of ortho, especially braces too. And this is something that I've been asking for a long time, because I mean, it's always been like, okay, I got this iTero and I've got all these braces cases, but then I use my local lab or I make in-house for my braces because I can't send Vivera for my braces cases. Wouldn't it be nice if I had them all my retainer patients in one database? Now you can. You don't have to. If you enroll in this program, you can submit any patients. It don't have to be Invisalign patients who went through Invisalign treatment through this program to get retainers. That means you can funnel all your braces patients through this, and they will virtually remove the braces at no charge. And then your fee is only $28 per retainer, and you can use your iTero. And they ship it in just, they said on average 3 to 5 days for it to come from the time that you order it. So that's pretty awesome. If and when, I mean, our office that my husband and I own, offices, soon to be, we don't do braces. We're all removable. That's just part of our core values. I'm not saying we wouldn't do braces in the future, but if we did, I can see this being huge for DSOs, especially DSOs that do braces, because how convenient is this? You don't, I mean, I feel bad for the mom and pop labs, those of you who own OrthoLabs. Sorry, this is gonna totally crush your bottom line. So that's just how it is, but it's so crazy convenient in terms of turnaround time, shipping. You don't have to fill out paperwork. I mean, this is going to be same workflow that you use for any Invisalign case, and you only have to train your assistants on one workflow and use the, and there's no additional fees. This is really huge. No $9.99 stupid fee each time you do something. So that's huge, but only if you enroll in this program though. So no shipping fees, no $9.99 fee, but you get no advantage points, okay? But you can use non-Invisalign patients. So I think you guys get the idea. That's pretty much the nitty gritty of it. So I did a little math and I broke it down because I'm always all about the math. So you're saying, how does this compare to, say, Express 5 or Express 7? So here's how the numbers work. And this is assuming you don't have a volume discount. If you do have a volume discount, that's going to go down even more. So I always say, really stupid to use Express 5 and Express 10 because those come with no refinement. So I'm going to compare this to Express 7 because Express 7 is always the better value. So Express 7, remember, comes with 7 uppers, 7 lowers. And you get an additional 7 and 7 because it comes with 1 refinement up to 7. So basically that's 28 total aligners for a dual arch Express 7, right? 7 upper, 7 lower, times 2 if you want to use it, so that would mean it comes out to a little less than $25 per aligner for Express 7 if you use all that 14 uppers, 14 lowers, including the refinement. So it's really actually cheaper to use Express 7 if you don't have a volume discount, and even cheaper if you do have the volume discount. So, and then you get advantage points to it. Of course, you do have the $9.99 fee. So, I mean, I can see you using this here. I mean, like, certainly for braces patients and just retainer in general patients who aren't looking for a Vivera. Fine, okay? I totally get that. Other way I can see you using it, it's always a little bit hairy. I mean, if you're doing comprehensive, you get 5 years to finish the case. So if the patient comes back and you want to do a refinement, you can do it for free. Well, now you have that $9.99 fee. But, but let's say it's a patient that comes back after 5 years, I mean, to me, a lot of times you're like, okay, then just do Express. Because, usually they end up needing 7 aligners, right? But I don't know. It seems like a lot of people are using it just for super, super minor relapse cases. But you could bake it into your warranty program. If you have a warranty program with your Invisalign, if you don't, it's a good idea to have one. Just kind of explain, how it's gonna work if and when they relapse or they have some shifting, because shifting happens, what it's gonna be per aligner. He said he's charging about $260 per aligner or retainer to the patient if they haven't just recently finished. So let's say you just had a tiny diastema that opened up on top, but you don't have to do bottom, you needed 5, then it's only gonna cost you about $150 to $200. That's gonna be your lab fee, no shipping, no additional fees, and it comes with a case. But then you're charging the patient $260, so you're charging the patient close to $1,500. So pretty nice profit, assuming you're doing that. It seems a little high to me. I like the more idea of like the $80 per, something like that. The idea is this is what this is competing with. This is competing with SmileDirectClub for sure, because now you can lower your fees on these really minor movement, anterior only, simple cases, not comprehensive cases, right? You can lower them a lot because your lab fee is not high, right? And you have no additional fees. Definitely to create a retention program, comprehensive retention program, retainer warranty program. I can see you using for a lot of stuff if you had a big ortho volume. If you don't have a big ortho volume, this makes zero sense because, you know, at $1,200 units per year, that's quite a lot of units at the minimum. So, but anyways, that's how the program works. Definitely interested. Not something we're enrolling in. Obviously, we can't, but well, actually, we could. But I'm gonna pass on that. It doesn't really make sense for me, but it might be something for you. All right, thanks so much.